Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak English Today. I'm Emma.
And I'm Noah. Hey, Emma, guess what? I just moved into a new apartment.
Noah, that's so exciting. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm really happy with it. But here's the thing. My family is visiting next week, and I want to show them around and describe everything in English. I'm worried I don't know the right words.
Don't worry at all. Today, we're going to do a complete house tour. By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to describe every room, all the furniture, and even talk about what you like about your home.
That would be perfect. And everyone watching, if you want to learn how to describe your home in English, please hit that subscribe button.
Yes, subscribe to Speak English Today so you never miss a lesson. We create new videos every week to help you speak English naturally and confidently.
Okay, Emma, I'm ready. Where do we start?
Well, first, let's talk about types of homes. What kind of place did you move into?
I moved into an apartment on the third floor of a building.
Perfect. So let's learn the different types of homes. An apartment, or flat, is what Noah has. It's a unit in a larger building. Other types are house, which is a separate building just for one family, townhouse, which is attached to other houses on the sides, and condo, or condominium, which is like an apartment, but you own it instead of renting.
I'm renting my apartment. Is there a difference between renting and owning?
Yes, when you rent, you pay money each month to live there, but you don't own it. The person who owns it is called the landlord. When you own a home, you bought it and it belongs to you.
Got it. So I pay rent to my landlord every month.
Exactly. Now, how many rooms does your apartment have?
Let me see. I have a living room, a kitchen, one bedroom, and one bathroom. So that's 4 rooms?
Actually, we usually say one-bedroom apartment or two-bedroom apartment. Bedrooms and bathrooms are the rooms we count. So you have a one-bedroom, one-bathroom apartment.
Oh, interesting. My friend has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, so he has a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment.
Perfect. You can also say two-bed, two-bath for short. Now, let's do a house tour. Imagine I'm your guest and you're showing me around for the first time. Ready?
Ready. Come on in.
The entrance.
Noah opens door. Welcome to my apartment.
Emma steps inside. Oh, wow, this is nice.
Thanks. So this is the entryway or entrance hall. It's small, but it works.
I like it. Oh, you have a coat rack here.
Yeah, that's where I hang my jackets and bags. And here's a small shoe rack where I keep my shoes. I try to keep them organized, but it doesn't always work.
I understand. Is that a mirror on the wall?
Yes, it's really handy. I check myself before I leave the apartment, and underneath is a little console table where I put my keys and mail.
Smart. So you have everything you need right by the door. Where to next?
Let me show you the living room.
The living room.
Noah, walking in. This is the living room. It's my favorite room.
I can see why. It looks so comfortable. Is it big?
It's pretty spacious for an apartment. Not huge, but there's enough room for everything I need.
What does spacious mean?
It means there's a lot of space. It feels open and not cramped.
Got it. So what furniture do you have in here?
Well, the main piece is this sofa or couch. They mean the same thing. It's a 3-seater, so 3 people can sit here comfortably.
It looks really cozy. What does cozy mean?
Cozy means warm and comfortable. It makes you feel relaxed and at home.
That's a great word. What else is in the living room?
Over there is my coffee table. That's the low table in front of the sofa. I put my drinks and books on it. And next to the sofa is a side table with a lamp.
Do you have a TV?
Yes, it's mounted on the wall over there. And underneath is a TV stand where I keep my streaming device and some DVDs.
Where do you store things?
I have this bookshelf against the wall. I keep books, some photos, and decorative items there. Oh, and that armchair in the corner, that's my reading spot.
An armchair is different from the sofa.
Yeah, an armchair is a chair for one person with arms on the sides. It's super comfortable.
I love it. What about the floor? Is that carpet or hardwood?
Good question. I have hardwood floors. That's real wood. Some apartments have carpet, which is soft fabric, or tile, which is ceramic or stone. I put this rug under the coffee table to make it cozier.
What's the difference between a rug and carpet?
A rug is something you can move. It's not attached to the floor. Carpet is installed and covers the whole floor.
That makes sense. What about the windows?
I have big windows with curtains. Some people call them drapes if they're heavy. I also have blinds underneath. Those are the horizontal slats I can adjust to control the light.
So curtains are fabric and blinds are those strips you can tilt.
Exactly. Now let me show you the kitchen.
The kitchen.
Noah walking to the kitchen. This is the kitchen. It's not huge, but it has everything I need.
Oh, this is nice. Is it an open kitchen?
Kind of. It's semi-open. It's connected to the living room but separated by this counter. Some apartments have completely open kitchens with no walls, and others have closed kitchens with a door.
I see. So what appliances do you have?
Appliances are the electrical machines, right?
Yes, the refrigerator, stove, things like that.
Okay, so I have a refrigerator or fridge here. That's where I keep food cold. Next to it is the stove or oven. The stove is the top part with burners where I cook, and the oven is the bottom part where I bake.
Got it. What else?
Above the stove is the microwave. I use that to heat up leftovers. And here's the dishwasher where I wash dishes automatically.
Lucky. Not all apartments have dishwashers. What about the sink?
The sink is here. It has a faucet or tap. That's where the water comes out. And look, I have a garbage disposal in the sink.
What's a garbage disposal?
It's a device that grinds up food waste. Very useful. Oh, and under the sink, I keep the trash can or garbage can.
What about storage?
I have lots of cabinets and cupboards. Those are the enclosed spaces with doors. Upper cabinets for dishes and glasses. Lower cabinets for pots and pans.
And what's that called?
That's the countertop or counter, the flat surface where I prepare food. Mine is granite, but some are marble or laminate.
Do you have a dining table?
I don't have space for a big one, so I have a small breakfast bar with 2 bar stools. That's where I eat most meals.
Perfect for an apartment. Now show me the bedroom. The bedroom.
This is my bedroom. It's cozy, but not very big.
It's nice. Tell me about the furniture.
The main piece is obviously my bed. I have a queen-size bed. That's bigger than a single, but smaller than a king.
What are the different bed sizes?
From smallest to largest, twin or single for 1 person, full or double for 1 or 2 people, queen for 2 people comfortably, and king, which is really big.
Good to know. What's on the bed?
I have a mattress. That's the soft part you sleep on. On top is a mattress protector, then sheets. There's a fitted sheet that goes over the mattress and a flat sheet on top. Then I have a comforter or duvet. That's the thick blanket. And finally, pillows for my head.
Wow, that's a lot of layers. What other furniture is in here?
On both sides of the bed, I have nightstands or bedside tables. Each one has a lamp for reading.
Where do you keep your clothes?
I have a dresser over there. That's a low, wide piece of furniture with drawers. And I have a closet built into the wall.
What's in the closet?
I have a clothes rod where I hang shirts and jackets on hangers. And there are shelves above for folded clothes and shoes.
Do you have a mirror?
Yes, there's a full-length mirror on the closet door. I can see my whole body in it.
What about that?
Oh, that's my laundry basket, where I put dirty clothes. When it's full, I take everything to the laundry room in the building.
You don't have a washer and dryer in the apartment?
No, I have to use the shared laundry room downstairs. Some apartments have a washer and dryer in the unit, but mine doesn't.
That's okay. Now show me the bathroom. The bathroom.
Here's the bathroom. It's small but functional.
Let's start with the big items. What do you have?
I have a bathtub with a shower. Some apartments only have a shower stall, but mine has a combination. There's a shower curtain to keep water from splashing everywhere.
What's that called?
That's the toilet. Pretty basic. And here's the sink, or wash basin, where I wash my hands and brush my teeth.
What's above the sink?
A mirror and a medicine cabinet behind it. That's where I keep toothpaste, medications, and other small items.
Where do you keep towels?
I have a towel rack on the wall for hanging towels. And there's a linen closet in the hallway where I store extra towels and toiletries.
What are toiletries?
Toiletries are personal care items: shampoo, soap, toothpaste, things like that.
Got it. Is there anything else in the apartment?
Well, I don't have a separate dining room or home office, but some bigger apartments do. I just use my living room for everything.
That's normal for a one-bedroom. Now let's talk about how to describe your home to others. Describing your home.
Yeah. When my family asks about my apartment, what should I say?
Let's practice. I'll ask you questions and you describe your place. Ready?
Ready.
So, Noah, tell me about your new apartment.
I moved into a one-bedroom, one-bathroom apartment on the 3rd floor. It's in a nice neighborhood, close to work.
Is it big?
It's not huge, but it's spacious enough for me. The living room is pretty big, and the bedroom is cozy.
What do you like most about it?
I love the natural light. I have big windows in the living room, so it's very bright. And the location is perfect. I can walk to grocery stores and restaurants.
Good. Now let's practice describing rooms. How would you describe your living room to someone?
My living room is spacious and cozy. It has hardwood floors with a soft rug. I have a comfortable 3-seater sofa, a coffee table, an armchair, and a bookshelf. The big windows have curtains and blinds, so I can control the light.
Excellent. You use descriptive words like spacious, cozy, comfortable, and soft. Those make your description more interesting. What are some other good descriptive words?
Great question. For size, you can say spacious, roomy, cramped, tiny, or compact. For feeling, use cozy, comfortable, warm, inviting, or bright. For condition, say modern, renovated, old-fashioned, or outdated.
So instead of just saying, my kitchen is small, I could say, my kitchen is compact but modern.
Perfect! That sounds much better. Now, what if someone asks, where do you live? How do you answer? I live in a one-bedroom apartment in downtown, and then I say the city name?
Exactly. You can also add details like on the 3rd floor, in a quiet neighborhood, or near the park. What about talking about rent? If someone asks, how much is your rent, what do you say?
I pay $1,200 a month, not including utilities.
Good. Utilities are things like electricity, water, gas, and internet. Some apartments include utilities in the rent. Others don't.
Right. My rent doesn't include utilities, so I pay those separately.
Perfect. Now let's practice some common questions people ask about homes. Common questions about homes. I'll ask you typical questions, and you answer about your apartment.
Okay.
Do you live alone or with roommates?
I live alone. I used to have a roommate, someone who shares the apartment and splits the rent. But now I live by myself.
How long have you lived there?
I just moved in 2 weeks ago, so I'm still settling in.
Is it furnished or unfurnished?
It's unfurnished, which means it came empty. I had to buy all my own furniture. Some apartments are furnished and come with furniture already.
Is parking included?
Yes, I have one parking spot in the underground garage. Some apartments don't include parking, so you have to park on the street.
Are pets allowed?
Yes, it's pet-friendly. I can have a dog or cat if I want. Some buildings have a no pets policy.
What floor are you on?
I'm on the 3rd floor. There's an elevator, thank goodness, so I don't have to take the stairs every day.
Does the building have amenities?
What are amenities?
Amenities are extra features the building offers, like a gym, pool, or rooftop terrace.
Oh, yes, my building has a fitness center and a rooftop deck. It also has a lobby with a doorman.
Nice. That sounds like a great building. Now, what about problems? How do you talk about things that need fixing?
Hi, Noah. What's going on?
Hi, I'm having a problem with my apartment. The faucet in the kitchen is leaking. Water keeps dripping even when it's turned off.
Oh, no. I'll send a plumber over tomorrow. Anything else?
Yes, actually. The heater isn't working properly. It's not getting warm enough in the apartment.
I'll have someone check the heating system. Is that everything?
One more thing. The light fixture in the bathroom is flickering. I think the bulb needs to be replaced.
I'll take care of that too. Thanks for letting me know. Perfect. You used great vocabulary. Leaking, not working properly, and flickering.
What are other common problems people report?
Good ones to know are the toilet is clogged, the sink is backed up, the air conditioning is broken, there's a leak in the ceiling, the door won't lock, or the smoke detector is beeping.
Those are really useful. I hope I don't need them though.
Me too. Now let's review everything we learned today.
Okay. We learned about types of homes: apartment, house, townhouse, and condo.
We learned the main rooms: living room, kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom, plus entryway, dining room, and home office in bigger places.
In the living room, we have furniture like the sofa, coffee table, armchair, bookshelf, and TV stand.
In the kitchen, appliances include the refrigerator, stove, oven, microwave, and dishwasher, plus cabinets, countertops, and the sink.
In the bedroom, there's the bed with all its parts: mattress, sheets, comforter, and pillows, plus nightstands, dresser, and closet.
In the bathroom, you have the bathtub, shower, toilet, and sink, plus towel rack and medicine cabinet.
We learned descriptive words like spacious, cozy, comfortable, bright, and modern.
And important rental vocabulary: rent, landlord, utilities, furnished, unfurnished, amenities, and roommate.
Perfect. Friends, I hope this lesson helps you describe your home in English.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Speak English Today and give us a thumbs up.
Tell us in the comments, what kind of home do you live in? An apartment, house, or something else? We'd love to hear.
And if you want us to make more lessons about everyday topics like this, let us know.
Next time on Speak English Today, we're learning at the bank, money and finance vocabulary.
Until then, practice describing your home and keep speaking English today.
Thanks for taking the tour of my apartment, everyone.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.